So I call myself a magician. What does that mean? I practice magic, obviously, and I don't do card. Well, I do some card tricks. I can do pick a card, any card kind of thing, but that's not what I mean, obviously. So is magic real? Yes, but what does that mean? What is magic in this sense? There's been some definitions thrown around. I think if you listen to Aleister Crowley, his definition is something like changing reality according to the will or something like that. My personal definition, and the one I think is most useful, is that magic is spiritual technology. So, I don't really have to explain what I mean by technology, I don't think. I mean, that's, I guess, the easier word to explain. So, it's techniques. It's things that you can do and improve, and that, like any technology, can be improved over time. So, and there are techniques, and it's spiritual. So it kind of begs the question, well, what is spiritual then? But let's put that aside for now. Let's just assume we understand what spirituality means. For the time being, I think that may be something we'll explore later, because I don't know. But think about it. So think about it as technology, spiritual technology. Then we're talking about it encompasses then every spiritual technique. So of every religion. So consider prayer. Prayer then is a magical technique under this definition, and I would argue that that's exactly what it is. It's a kind of magic. Prayer beads, using prayer beads, is a kind of technology, and it's something that tends to exist in older religions. So religions that have been around for a long time often have things like using prayer beads. So Catholicism, you find them in Hindu practices. You find them in some of the old indigenous European practices. So, things like, and prayer beads is a simple technology. It's a way of counting without having to count in your head. So you can keep track of a number of things. So instead of using a timer, so it's a technology. And ritual is a kind of technology. We see that technology in religions, but also in non-religious contexts, in just the general practice of magic. But if we look at it in that way, I think it gives us a way of looking at magic that is more useful than the usual way of looking at it. And if it's spiritual, that means all magical practice should be a spiritual practice. So if we divorce magic from spirituality, that's where the danger comes in, I think. If we say that it's just about getting love, getting money, getting paid, getting laid, those are the two ancient things that magic has always been used for, then we're doing a disservice to ourselves and to magic. That if we look at it in the context of spiritual practice and think of it as a technology, then we can use magic to improve our spiritual life, our spiritual existence. And I sincerely believe that's what it's really about.